Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are fine, enjoying your life. So before I begin, let me tell you something about me. My name is Shivani Gupta and I'm glad to have you on my class. Actually, about my education, I have done MBA into human resource in 2025 itself, and then I started working into human resource department as an HR recruiter. Actually, I worked around for 1 year and where I got to know about so many different things. Yes, you heard it right. It's not just my introduction. Like, let me tell you one story of what happened when I was working as an HR and how I came into this profession and how I became a spoken English trainer. So, to be honest with you, like when I was working, I found out something really, like I would say, a big problem that like most of the students, most of the candidates, most of us are still facing and still struggling with that. So, what was the problem? Let me tell you one by one. So friends, when I was taking the interviews, I came across with lots of candidates who are not able to introduce themselves like in a clear and effective manner. Yes, you heard it right. They were like completely hesitated, fumbled, maybe nervous, and their mind was somewhere else. They completely their thoughts were cluttered, and I don't know what they were struggling through. Maybe it could be because of the fear of judgment, the fear of making mistakes, the fear of grammar, and the lack of confidence. Their mind was cluttered. It could be because of any possible reason. But at that time, I was like so shocked and stunned that why don't they start working on their personality, on their communication skills, because it's really needed at this time. It's 2026. If we are still struggling with our communication skills, if we are still like thinking that we'll get any opportunity just like this and without making any efforts, without enhancing our communication skills, without improving our personality, it will not going to happen. It will seriously not going to happen. If we really want to do something valuable and meaningful in our life and want to achieve success, we need to take a step forward. Yes. So now let me ask you one question. Please give me the answer thoughtfully. So here, let's suppose you met a wonderful person in your life, and he told you one story that hey, actually, I went for an interview and I knew that I was able to crack that particular interview, but somehow I couldn't crack it. Maybe you would be thinking that he didn't clear because of the some issue, and maybe it could be any because of any reason. But have you ever asked this situation that why have you failed in that interview? Have you ever tried by yourself to ask your friend that hey, may I know the reason why you failed in that interview? Why didn't you get through from that? So if you could have asked it, maybe you would have known the reason. Suppose he gave another interview and failed in that too. Then third interview, fourth interview, and it happened continuously. And you were already like watching this that your friend is like completely failing again and again, over and over. Will you going to ask this reason? Yes or no? Suppose you gathered the courage and you asked your friend that, hey, I can see that you are completely failing in all of your interviews. May I know the reason, please? Then your friend is like, actually, the biggest reason that I'm struggling with is just the communication skills. Like, whenever I go for an interview, I realize that I have the kind of knowledge, everything is sorted, my skills are up to date, and I am confident enough. But when it comes to describing anything and articulating my ideas in English, I feel clustered, I feel fumbled, I'm completely terrified. So after hearing this, you got the reason. So what you are going to advise him? You know the reason that okay, if my friend can face this situation, maybe I can face this situation too in my future if I'm not going to work on my communication skills. Isn't it right? Tell me, tell me how many of you believe in this manner that in 2026 or maybe after your graduation, after your post graduation, suppose if you have any plans to take up a job, to work into corporate sector, to work anywhere, maybe it could be like anywhere, if you come across with this situation where you have to introduce yourself, you have to tell people that this is who am I. So take your time, think about this, that communication skills plays a pivotal role in your career. Is it crucial? Is it really important or not? I'm here only. I'm giving you 2 minutes to think about this and then come up with your ideas. Yes, Shonali, I heard your answer, and I must say that you hit the nail on the head. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Communication skills play an essential role in shaping not just our career professionally but personally as well. Now, listen to me very carefully. Suppose listen to the story. There is a two girl actually named one is Ria and the other one is, you can say, Kiara. They are studying in the same class, and they have this dream that after their graduation they are going to be a software engineer, maybe into a top MNC. So they have their dream company. So when they were in their graduation year, they started preparing for everything. They developed the key skills which was needed for that particular interview, everything, the key skills, the kind of software they have learned, the technical skills, they worked on everything. And like Kiara was from initially, she was really good at communications. She was really good at spoken English, and along with that she was very soft spoken. But on the other hand, Ria, she was totally good into knowledge part. She was extremely knowledgeable, diligent and brilliant student. So after this, one company came in their college, and a lot of students sat for that interview, and the company was none other than the, you can say, Deloitte. So they were looking for a software engineer, and both the friends were really excited, enthusiastic, and thrilled about this interview. They thought that today this is their opportunity where they have to represent themselves, that okay, we can clear this interview. So everything was happening, interview was happening, and the panel was taking the interview one by one. Every student is just going in the room, coming back, and you can say the excitement was on peak. Both the friends, they were just praying that today, God, please support us, that we're going to crack this interview. And somehow, you won't believe that it was Ria's turn. I've already told you about Priya. She's industrious, she's brilliant, she is knowledgeable. She went in the room, and then the interviewer asked him the simple question, "Hey Riya, introduce yourself." And then the real story comes in the picture. So Riya started she initially she managed, but somehow she fumbled. She got nervous, and she got stuck with her thoughts. Thoughts were words were not coming out of her mouth. Even though she was extremely, I've already mentioned that she had everything as her willpower. She was totally knowledgeable. But even though then she realized that she wasn't a perfect fit for that position, she wasn't the right candidate. So she got rejected. And then, yeah, it was disheartening. I can understand. We totally can relate with this situation. It was disheartening and disappointing for her. Then she came back from that room, realizing the complete mistake. And then it was Kiara's turn, of course, because she was the last one. And she was completely waiting for her way, her actually her chance. Then when her chance arrived, she got to understand that her friend, maybe she faced something or the other. She asked for her, but she was not in that mood. Like Ria was not in that mood. She was like, just go for your interview, then I'll share the entire story. Kiara was completely excited. She was on cloud nine. She went straight in that room and the interviewer panel. I hope you are not bored, friends. I hope you are not bored. Everyone just listen to the story. This is a story. Maybe today, if you listen to this can change your entire perspective towards spoken English, not just towards spoken English, but in for your communication skills, about your personality, about the way you are thinking right now, that you would get everything in your life just so easily and effortlessly. So listen to this carefully. So when it was Kiara's turn, Kiara went in this room and the panel member asked her to sit down, Kiara, and how are you feeling today? Without even, you won't believe, friends, like student, the way Kiara just addressed them, it was totally amazing. And the interview panel member were already impressed by her speaking skills, by her confidence, by her communication power, by her the kind of personality she was having. It was totally assertive, and it was totally confident, and I would say the kind of admiring personality. She was totally good at her communication skills, her way of articulating the ideas, and she was like a top notch kind of candidate. So the interview panel member just totally impressed by her interview, and they asked a couple of questions, and she answered all of them effortlessly and very effectively. Then the interview was over. She came back from the interview room, and while she was out sitting on the bench, she was thinking that what will going to happen, and I have given this interview, and now she was like extremely excited about the result. We all know, friends, we all know this thing, aren't you? How many of you, just tell me that whenever there's an exam and you just take the exam, after the examination, do you feel like it's a sigh of relief, and do you get relaxed or not? Or do you still feel nervous before the examination? Maybe you could get nervous, but after the examination, we all feel that okay, we are relaxed. Now we can enjoy our total day, our entire day. How many of you agree on this point? Let me know. So while sitting, they both were waiting for the results, and after 2 to 3 days, the result came out. And in that result, it was clearly mentioned that Kiara got selected, where Ria got rejected. Obviously, it was very clear. And then, like, Kiara was really sad for her best friend, because they studied together, they did the preparation together, they were enjoying everything, like prepared everything together. Even for the interview also, they were confident that this will going to change their life, and they are going to crack this interview. But eventually Ria couldn't able to do it. So then Kiara asked her, like, hey Ria, tell me what happened in that interview. Why weren't you able to crack that interview? Like, what could be the reason? Then Ria was extremely, like, you can understand, she was totally devastated at that time. She didn't have the courage to tell her friend that why she got rejected. But after asking multiple times, she gathered the courage, and then she told Kiara that actually, Kiara, I was, when I was in the interview, I was totally nervous, and I was not able to articulate my ideas clearly. I was not able to answer in English. I did answer in English, but it was completely broken. I was not confident at all, and words were not coming out of my mouth. So I was quite confused. Like, I felt that how I am facing this situation, even after being diligent and brilliant student, even though I have the knowledge. Then Kiara understood the biggest problem that Ria faced on that day, and Ria encountered actually. So she gently told her friend that, hey Ria, please don't mind, but I think this is the time you should have worked on your key skills, like your communication skills. You know that now the reason why you got rejected, why you got failed, and why you were not able to crack this interview. So what are you waiting for? Start from today, work on your communication skills, work on your personality, and trust me, Ria, after no time, you will going to crack a better interview than this. Trust me, mark my words. And this is how she made her friend understand that this is all about our personality, how we are expressing our ideas, how we are articulating our like our point. If you are articulating in a assertive manner, feeling very confident and feeling like okay, we are holding the entire like energy, we are confident enough, we know what to speak, when to speak, and how to speak. We know about our body posture, our hand gesture, our eye contact. So she told her entire point that in the interview, from next time, whenever you are going to go for an interview, just be confident. Just like totally take care of your personality and your body language, your eye contact. Just do the eye contact frequently and just be confident, be assertive when you are expressing your ideas, and just express any answer effectively and efficiently. Ria understood, and Ria started working on everything which could lead her to crack that interview. She worked on her personality, she worked on her way of the communication skills, she worked on her English, and you won't believe that after 6 months, one interview happened, and Ria cracked that interview I would say totally exceptionally good, in a good manner. She cleared that interview, and she quickly came to her friend Kiara, and she told her excitedly that hey Kiara, today I cleared my first interview and it happened because of you. Then Kiara told her, no, actually, Ria, it happened just because of just because of your personality and because of your communication skills. So this is how the story got and now you have understood that what communication skills means and what is the importance, like the whole importance of the communication skills and the personality. If we are combining this together, we can create our like whole persona. So now if you are going to any kind of interview, just it's not just about the interview, that in an interview only you have to be confident and you have to you need this communication skills, this English language. No friends, it's not just about the interview. Many of our times we may face this situation where we need to articulate ourselves, where we need to present ourselves in just English language. So it's not about English actually. Now I'm not here to preach you, to give you the kind of, I would say, the so-called knowledge about like you should start from today only and you should learn English, you should do this. No friends, from the story itself you may have understood the situation, that how communication skills plays an important and crucial role in our entire life. It can transform our personality from here to here. So now it's up to you whether you want to contribute in your career professionally and personally really well, or you want to stuck over here and do nothing. I hope I can. So this time I just have to say one thing, that here we are not going to work on personality but also on our communication skills. We will break every obstacle, possible obstacles, barriers, and the kind of fear that we face generally. I know many of us are hesitated when we are explaining our ideas, when we are articulating ourselves. We may feel that, oh my god, we don't have the enough knowledge. But don't you worry about anything. We can crack this deal. We can crack any interview if we work confidently and effortlessly towards it. So it's all about how confident we are and how we are delivering our thoughts. How good how good we are at our communication skills. So now you have understood the importance of this language. In next class, we are going to deal with and we are going to understand how we can introduce ourselves in an effective manner, that where we can hold the attention of any person. So like it will not going to help you in your professional life but also in your personal life. So I am waiting for our next class. We'll see you in our next class. Till then friends, till then every one of you just take care of yourself and start learning from today only. Take care.